Hey guys, welcome back. This is the problem which is from Ind As 116 PPE, and this is the previous year question, June 25. Very easy question only, but there are intricacies that we have to understand a little bit behind the scenes. Okay, so what are the things given? The question is there is a machinery which is 4,80,000. They have given a depreciation also. This is also already been depreciated. So somewhere in the middle, we are starting the machinery. So not initial recognition. Okay, on the date remaining life. Okay, from 2022, there is a remaining life of 6 years pending. Okay, 6 years. There are 6 years are there. Okay. Okay. On the residual value also given, which is 80,000. Same component, one component has been replaced. Okay, price is 60,000. Old is being sold. Accumulated depreciation is 20,000, and the supplier so took the old component at rupees 36,000. Machinery is revalued during March 21st, 2023. There is a revaluation also. There is impairment also. Both the things covered in this question. So interesting question. Okay. So these have been given. So we have to pass the journal entry in the books of Alka. Right. It might look simple, but there are a lot of things going back that we'll understand. Okay. There will be a date, particulars. Okay. Amount. Initial date is 1/4/22. What's the cost? Cost is 4,80,000, right? Minus accumulated depreciation, which is how much? 1,60,000, right? What's the carrying amount? Carrying amount is 3,20,000. Okay, on the same date, there is a new addition, which is how much? 60,000. On the same date, there is a deletion, which is how much? Which is since we have already removed the accumulated depreciation, we'll take the net value, which is 30,000. 30,000 we'll take. Okay, 30,000. Remove that, we'll get 3,20,000 plus 60,000 minus 30,000, which is 3,50,000 is the depreciable value. Sorry, prior to before depreciation minus depreciation for the year, which is 3,50,000. What's the residual value? Residual value is 80,000, I think. See, 80,000 divisible by 6 years spending. So 3,50,000 minus 80,000 divisible by 6, which is 4,50,000. Sorry, 45,000. Remove that, you will get 3,05,000 as WDV or closing balance 1,423. Right. See, in 31/3/2023, there is a revaluation happened. Okay. So if there is a revaluation, what we have to do? We have to calculate the reserve, which is how much? 5 lakhs. So how much have been appreciated? 1,90,000 has been appreciated. That will be go to revaluation surplus minus depreciation for the year, which is 5 lakh minus 80k divisible by 5 years of pending, which is 84,000. Then 4,16,000 is the 4,60,000 is the closing value. which is on 31/3/2023. On 31/3/2023, sorry, 31/3/2024, 31/3/2024, there is a impairment also happened. See, minus impairment, which is how much? 90,000, right? Okay, 90,000 will remove from the asset. How much? 3,26,000, which is after impairment minus depreciation for the year, which is 326 minus 80k, which is residual value. So 326,000 minus 80,000, this will be 4, which is 61,500 is the depreciation. 264,000 is the 2,64,500 is the closing balance. Okay, yes, that's it. We have derived everything almost. This is how the structure has to go. First year, second year, and third year. First year there is a new asset purchase and old asset sold. Second year there is a revaluation. Second year there is a revaluation. Third year there is a impairment. Okay, so what are all the journal entries that we have to post? Slowly we'll go. Okay, asset, there is a new addition, which is one. Asset account debit to bank or okay, bank, just 60,000. Okay, and then there is a old machinery sold, so there will be a inflow of bank, so bank account, and accumulated depreciation has to be reversed. Accumulated depreciation account to asset account to asset account to bank, accumulated depreciation, and then what else will be coming? I think, okay, asset is 50,000, bank is 36,000, accumulated depreciation is 20,000. Then here we have to record the P&L, we have to book the profit, right, of 6,000 rupees. That has to come here. Okay, that also covered. Then third, depreciation has to come. Okay, depreciation account debit to accumulated depreciation, which is how much? 45,000, and then revaluation surplus we have to take. Okay, to take the revaluation surplus asset account. Before that we have to reverse the accumulated depreciation, right? Accumulated depreciation account debit to asset account. How much there is a accumulated depreciation? 20,000 has been reversed, so remove the 20,000. So 1,60,000 minus 20,000 plus 45,000, which is 1,85,000. We have to reverse. Okay, 1,60,000 minus 20 plus 45. Okay, then depreciation. Okay, depreciation account. Okay, revaluation surplus. Okay, asset has been reversed. Okay, till here the asset has been reversed up to accumulated depreciation has been fully eliminated. Then we have to appreciate the asset account debit. So what would be the value? There is already asset has been depreciated. How much? From 4,60,000 to 185. 60 minus 185, which is 185 Okay, not this value. You have to take this value, no? So we have already computed the calculation. So 3,05,000, sorry, 3,05,000 is the value. The revaluation is up to 5 lakhs. So revaluation surplus will be 1,95,000. And then there is a depreciation account debit to depreciation is 6, depreciation accumulated depreciation which is 84,000. Then accumulated depreciation, and for that is a increased incremental depreciation is there, no? Priorly that was 45,000, but now it is increased to 84,000. The difference is there, no? The difference is the incremental depreciation that we have to adjust against revaluation surplus. So revaluation surplus account debit to where it has to be transferred, retained earnings. Okay, it will adjust everything, the increased depreciation now that we are the increased depreciation that we are incurring now, that will be adjusted against this retained earnings. Okay, the profit that is actually reduced because of the increased depreciation will be adjusted by the retained earnings appreciation. Okay, so 39,000, right? Okay, then there is a impairment happened. Impairment loss account debit to asset account, which is 90,000. And then depreciation account debit to accumulated depreciation account, which is 61,500. That is it. Here also we have to see the incremental depreciation, which is how much will be the difference. 45,000 minus 61,500, which is 16,500. Okay, what's the revaluation surplus? Sorry, not a revaluation surplus. This is the incremental depreciation, no? So that entry we have already posted, which is revaluation surplus. We have to reduce the balance and we have to transfer it to retained earnings. That's it. The problem is over. Simple problem only. If you work out 2 times now, it will be registered in our mind. Thanks.